Dale Robertson isn't just another cowboy star, he's a legend. With over 60 titles under his belt, Robertson defined what it meant to be a tough, no-nonsense cowboy. We're rounding up the greatest old Western movies he starred in. These are the films that made him a Western icon. Dale Robertson plays Sam Crockett, a widower who returns to his family's Texas farm with his 2 kids and his grandpa after years away. The film's got that classic struggle of returning home and facing the hardships that come with it. Sam takes on fencing work to make ends meet, but when his employer is slow to pay up, things get heated. The story's based on Fred Gibson's novel, The Home Place, and it's got all the elements of a good old Western redemption tale. In The Gambler from Natchez, Dale Robertson's Captain Vance Colby is on a revenge mission straight out of The Count of Monte Cristo. After learning that his father was killed during a card game in New Orleans, Vance sets out to bring justice to the men responsible. Robertson always said this was one of his favorite roles, and while it may not top all the great westerns of the era, it definitely delivers in the entertainment department. A Day of Fury has Dale Robertson playing a gunslinger who walks into a law-abiding town and flips everything on its head. The town marshal, who owes him a moral debt, is powerless as the once God-fearing people quickly turn into law-breaking sinners. The film explores themes of hypocrisy and the decline of the Old West, much like Clint Eastwood's High Plains Drifter would years later. Despite some stiff acting, the writing and themes make A Day of Fury a standout in the genre. In Dakota Incident, a ragtag group of stagecoach passengers, including Dale Robertson's character, find themselves under attack by Cheyenne warriors. What makes this film unique is how long it takes to build up to the action. The actual incident doesn't happen until halfway through. Before that, the film focuses on developing its characters and building tension. It's not the most high-profile Western from the 50s, but Dakota Incident is a tense, well-acted ride worth watching. Law of the Lawless puts Dale Robertson in the shoes of Judge Clem Rogers, a man tasked with deciding the fate of an old friend in a town where Big Tom, the father of the accused, holds significant sway. What makes this one interesting is the production. Robertson was a last-minute replacement for Rory Calhoun and got the call at 11:30 p.m. to start filming at 6 a.m. the next day. Shot in just 10 days, this low-budget Western kicks off a series of quick turnaround productions from A.C. Lyles. Set against the backdrop of the 1897 heavyweight title fight between James J. Corbett and Bob Fitzsimmons, City of Bad Men has Dale Robertson leading a gang of outlaws looking to make a quick buck in Carson City. The fight may be in the ring, but the real action happens outside, as Robertson and his crew face off with rival gangs and lawmen alike. The film touches on themes you'll recognize from The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, with Robertson playing a man of the Old West who knows that his time, and the six-gun law, is coming to an end. Dale Robertson plays a cavalry officer trying to broker peace between Chief Sitting Bull and President Grant. Of course, things don't go as planned, thanks to a dishonest Indian agent and General Custer's arrogance. While historians might quibble with some of the film's liberties, it deserves credit for offering a more balanced take on the conflict. Released as one of the first independent CinemaScope films, Sitting Bull is more about the message than the accuracy, but it's still a solid Western with some epic battle scenes. Dale Robertson plays Race Crim, a stagecoach guard who convinces his boss to give young Jess Harker a shot as a stage driver. Adapted from Jack Schaefer's novel First Blood, his second Western novel after Shane, this film showcases Robertson in his element, tough but fair. What's interesting about this one is how it foreshadows some of the iconic Western moments we'd later see in Butch Cassidy and The Sundance Kid. Robertson shines alongside Rory Calhoun and Robert Wagner, making this black and white Western a solid entry in the genre, even if it's often overlooked today. Based on Bret Harte's classic short story, The Outcasts of Poker Flat sees a group of travelers holed up in a snowbound cabin, and Dale Robertson as a wanted outlaw who's about to make their situation even worse. The film carries the humanism and warmth of Harte's writing, but director Joseph Newman's heavy-handed approach can make the melodrama feel a bit over the top. Devil's Canyon puts Dale Robertson in a tough spot as an ex-marshal thrown into a territorial prison where both the guards and the inmates are looking for payback. It's an oddball prison western, complete with strange pastel glows on the massive stone walls. The film has its flaws, clunky editing and direction, to name a few. But the prison break sequence is a highlight, as Robertson's character takes control of the situation in true Western fashion.